Money talk, never walk, bets ahead. Parlay slayer stacking chips like you bricks. Not just calling plays, mixing schemes so slick. Numbers on the board, all these digits don't lie. In this trap house sports, best we fly. Pushing the line, we don't fall, don't shy. Cashing tickets, counting green to the sky. On the podcast we ball, roll the spread. Money talk, never walk, bets ahead. Got your bankroll rising like the early morning sun. From parlays to straight plays, we stun. Twisted stats, breaking news, all for the gain. In this world of odds, we reign. Lines moving swift like the rain in the night. Heavy hitters in this game got the insight. Magics with the tip, 615 with the hit. Podcast worldwide, see us never miss.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Pushing the Line Sports.
Hey, what's going on?
We know we late, but it's better late than never. And it was
We
almost
right
never
on
because
time.
no black people time.
You know what?
What up?
I hate to do this, but on a serious note, once again, we have to come on here and give our thoughts and prayers. Unfortunately, we had two plane crashes that happened. One in Philadelphia, the other one in New York. Lots of lives are no longer here. So before we get started, we'd like to send thoughts and prayers and condolences to all involved. Um, just before we got on, another senseless act of violence happened at Opry Mills Mall. Don't really know what happened.
Oh no, I missed that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Apparently, it was an active shooter. I don't know if anybody got shot, but yeah, they locked them all down. So it's just a crazy world. Just stay prayed up, stay strapped up, and what you got to do.
Man, I want to say it was 2000. It was somewhere like 2005, 2006, out there at Opera Mills. Remember that shooting out there then?
Yeah.
Well, I just so happened to get out there and not uh well, I got out there on the scene of where the shooting happened and found the
hmm
shell case, and I just stood over the shell case till the police arrived, so they had some evidence. But that shit's crazy, man.
Unfortunately, man, that's the world that we live in. Um,
And there were some lives involved in the sports world that were on the helicopter that got hit by the airplane.
yep, yep. A bunch of figure skating amateurs, coaches, and just say it, man. Just say it. Just say it. But we back.
We back. And I got a question for you. The Super Bowl show ain't until next week. Why you already got that background up?
My team in it. I'm excited. See how easy that was?
I ain't excited.
Your team ain't in it. You shouldn't be.
No, I'm usually excited about Super Bowls, whether my team is in it or not.
You know
I'm
why
not.
I'm actually excited?
Why?
I really truly think we got a shot to win. If the
Cause
referees don't, if it's not 14 on 11, I think we may, I think we may have a shot.
see, you just told yourself the exact reason why I'm not excited.
I mean, I perfectly get it. It's scaring me because everybody keeps coming up to me saying, "I hope y'all win. I hate the Chiefs." You never want everybody to root for you because you feel like just being in sports, you feel like it's a jinx. But
Yep.
I mean, it's my squad. I want us to win. I really
I,
do.
for the first time, you're gonna hear me say this year. I hope Phillies win. I hope
I
Philly win.
appreciate that, man.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
And today is not a big football show. We gonna do the Super Bowl thing, but
I mean,
uh,
shit, it's cool to talk. We talk about whatever, but yeah, this is a basketball show today.
yeah, Brandon Graham is back at practice. I'm excited about that. I don't know how he's back at practice, but I think if he win, I can tell you this: if we win this Super Bowl, Brandon Graham ain't playing no more. He retiring.
Mm.
That's it.
Oh, wow. We will do a Super Bowl show. You want to do it next Sunday morning,
Yeah,
sir?
I'm down.
So
Let's do
so
it.
we have all the last minute details and we get everybody going because I know a lot of people is not going to work on Sunday.
Hell no. They ain't going to work Monday either.
I'm going. I ain't wasting no more vacation. But let's hit this basketball for a minute. Jimmy Butler, golly, he'd have been suspended 3 times. He's definitely not getting along with the front office. Front
Mm-mm.
office did not want to, well, did not want to get rid of him. But he is forcing their hand. I think the final straw was when he was told that Haywood Highsmith was going to start in front of him, and he walked out of a team shoot around,
Yep.
and he immediately got suspended for the third time,
Indefinitely this time.
indefinitely. So there are a lot of teams that were originally not in the race for Jimmy Butler because he had the teams picked out that he would prefer to go to. He had
Mm-hmm.
made statements on teams that he did not want to go to, and now it's like everybody's in the race. Everybody has an opportunity to get Jimmy Butler right now at a discounted price.
What do you? Let me ask you. We may agree, we may not. I don't even think I've asked you. How do you feel about how Jimmy is acting and how Miami is going about it?
I don't like it from either side. Jimmy's being childish, and the Heat are trying to be the authority figure and pretty much say you're gonna do what we say you're gonna do. I understand Jimmy wants out, but if Jimmy wanted out, Jimmy should have went about it the right way. Jimmy cannot go around being a cancer in the locker room, being a cancer in the media, throwing little slick shots in the media, trying to
Mm,
make the team look bad. And then, you know, they, as far as the Heat goes, should have known that it was going to be a problem. They tried to force Jimmy's hand and tell Jimmy he was going to stay. They didn't want to get rid of him. They wasn't going to get rid of him. And once he forced their hand, it's like now you can't really get a whole lot from him. You gotta give some kind of discount to even get him off your books.
hmm I didn't think we was going to agree on that.
Smeezy said confirmed.
It was a
Fight,
fight,
no
no
shot,
shots
no shot.
fired. Okay.
Parents, stop dropping your badass kids off at the mall unattended so they do whatever the fuck they want.
You know what? I thought that they had to be accompanied by an adult now.
You know, that is one of the rules that they have. After a certain time on the weekends, they have to be accompanied by an adult. But at the same time, you only have a limited number of police officers out there, a limited number of security. You can't really enforce that. I mean, you can enforce it to a certain degree, but you can't enforce it all the way around.
Oh, okay. I don't go to Opry Mills.
I
Ain't
mean,
nothing in there for me. So
honestly, if you and I take our 16-year-old kids to the mall and we walk around the mall, hey, let's go into the moonshine shop. Y'all kids, y'all run and do whatever y'all want.
yeah,
That's one thing. And you can't really go up to a kid and be like, "Where's your parents?"
yeah.
They got to give you a reason for you to be able to ask that. So,
hmm I don't go in Opry Mills Mall, man. Mm-mm. And
you
I
know,
want to. But
I was one of those guys. I was a real big support your local stores, support brick and mortars. But I'm to the point in life where, man, let me just go on and order this stuff offline and get back to doing what I was doing.
that's where I'm at. Anyway, we got off subject, man. I didn't think we was gonna agree about Jimmy. Jimmy tripping. I agree with Miami if they're not handling it right. I
Yeah.
understand what Jimmy wants. Jimmy wants to win a championship. He wanted Miami to build a championship team around him. They went out, they tried to get Damian Lillard and all that, and it just fell through. We all know how Pat Riley, he rules with iron fist. As you know, Mickey Harrison. The thing about it with Jimmy Butler right now is he's fucking up money for the team.
And
Once
himself.
you start losing money for the team and you get the owners and like Mickey Harrisons and all those involved, we got a problem. Because I don't know if y'all been watching the games, but Jimmy been bullshitting on the court, shooting bullshit shots and not playing Jimmy Butler basketball. So that is what's causing the problem. And then the icing on the cake was when, they told him that he wasn't going to play anymore. And like you said, he walked out. Jimmy got to understand I think he's what, 34, 35 years old?
He getting up there.
And how you're handling this is going to go around the league, and they're going to be very hesitant on bringing you in to a championship team. Because this ain't the first time that Jimmy Butler has had a run in to where it affected the team. He did this in Philly. He did this in Chicago. He did this in Minnesota. And we love Jimmy Butler. I ain't, the coloring of the hair and the emo Jimmy, it's all antics, but he a hell of a basketball player.
Yeah. And when the reports first came out, you had Phoenix and Golden State top teams in the running. Memphis was interested, but he said he didn't want to go to Memphis. I can understand that. But Phoenix, which would have been a good fit for him, it's not going to happen. Because in order for that to happen, one of three people have to come off the books. Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal. And Phoenix don't want to get rid of Booker or Durant, so it's Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal has a no trade clause that he refuses to waive. So he didn't waive it for Chicago, and he's not going to waive it for Miami.
Nope. And the problem with him, first of all, let's get this out the way. Some of these super teams they try to put together, they just don't work. Bradley Beal in Phoenix with KD and Booker, it don't work. It didn't work. It ain't gonna work.
It could have worked. Bradley Beal missed like 30 games last year.
The way Bradley Beal plays, he came from a system in Washington to where he did whatever the fuck he was Kevin Durant in Washington. And when I say that, I ain't talking about the skill level player. KD is a scorer. KD is option one. If KD don't work at option one, we're going to put him at option two. But in Phoenix, he's option three. In Washington, he was getting 20, 30 shots a game, coming off screens, hitting corner threes. They was losing, but he was scoring. So now you bring that to Phoenix with two other great scorers that are ball dominant, and he can't Bradley Beal. He can't. That's why they put him on the bench. I think he would waive it if he knew he could go somewhere to where he could either go back to that style of play or he actually thought that he could win a championship.
About the only place he can do that is Washington.
That's true.
Go back.
Now, I think maybe if he could go somewhere and they actually had a chance at winning a championship and he could start and be maybe option two. I don't know where this place is. I'm hypothetically speaking, but it's the same with Nurkic in Phoenix. He's coming off the bench now. He's upset at Budenholzer. He don't understand why. It's just a mess, man. It didn't work.
Nick Richards is balling since he got there from Charlotte.
Yeah,
ball.
Phoenix gave up a lot to get those three, and it's just not coming to fruition. What up, Q?
So back to Jimmy. Supposedly the Pelicans are in on it now. They just came in recent days because they realized that if they get him, they can get him at a discount, which would probably put Brandon Ingram on the books. Now, now if you get a three-way trade involved, maybe even get a fourth team involved, you got contracts that match with Brandon Ingram, Jimmy Butler, and Bradley Beal, but you got to find a place that Bradley Beal would want to go.
Yeah, and I think now, because DeJounte Murray tore his Achilles, I think now they may need a Jimmy Butler on their team.
They need something because you got Murray out. C.J. McCollum's been in and out of lineup with injuries. Brandon Ingram's been in and out of the lineup with injuries, and then Zion play whenever the fuck he want to.
Exactly. And to answer your question, John, yes, we are. I'm thinking what I may do. Um,
We'll have to do those on shorts and reels
that's what I
because
was just about to say. Also, if y'all don't, me and T, we have a winnable. We put up our picks and our spreads and our props. A lot of people ask. I'm gonna get off subject for a second. I'm gonna give T his flowers, although I always do his Scrooge. But T, if we was at war, T is a sniper. He has pinpoint accuracy. He gonna give you what he gonna give you, and I'm gonna say 7 to 8 times out of 10, it's gonna hit. That's what T does. Now you get a kamikaze like me, put the bomb on me, I'm gonna blow up. I'm going in for the kill. So I've been hitting a lot of small lotto bets recently playing basketball. I'm the parlay guy. We tell you this all the time. It ain't nothing different. I go off consistency. We do our research. Most people come to me, they ask me certain things about what do I think. I play my triple doubles. I play my double doubles. That's the way the NBA is going right now. They looking for stats. They looking for threes. That's just the way it's going. Points, rebounds, assists, and I play that.
holy
But
shit.
I had to give him his flowers because I think he made top 1% on Pickett. So I had to let y'all know what he got going on.
Whatever you do, if you see me put out an NCAA basketball bet for the next couple of days,
Play it.
fade it.
You was 4-0.
Man, I'm 0-5 today.
Oh shit. But
Golly, fade that shit.
are you betting the SEC? Because SEC, have you ever, since you've been following college basketball, seen a conference where damn near every team is this good? This is crazy. Every team is good.
It is. Man, that Tennessee versus Florida game today was surprising because you had Zakai Ziegler out. Um, I didn't think they were going to play up to standards, and they played above standards today.
Tennessee win?
Tennessee won. Yeah,
Okay.
they put a slacking on them boys.
Vanderbilt is good.
Vanderbilt just made top 25,
Yeah. And here my Tar Heels is finna get blowed out by Duke tonight.
25-9 right now.
Come on, man.
Man, yeah. I don't know. It'll be interesting to keep a monitor on this situation. Milwaukee's name was mentioned. Um, Hell, Chicago's name was even mentioned
For who?
for
Jimmy?
Jimmy Butler. Yeah.
Golden State wanted him, but it was reports that Steph and Steve Kerr were skeptical about if he would fit the team.
Well, they have every right to feel that way because he's showing them that he can come in and he can be a cancer.
I think that's what's going on with a lot of teams. I like him in Milwaukee. I really do. I think that
Oh,
may be the best place for him.
so here's one of those situations where you can get him for a discount.
Yeah. But I think they got to get
Chris
rid of
Middleton.
Chris Middleton, right?
Chris Middleton. Yep. Which is not going to hurt
He
them.
been injured.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get rid of Chris Middleton and throw something sweet in the deal.
Mm-hmm.
But shit, we got trade deadline coming up in 5 days, so let's hit on a couple of these other teams. Brooklyn Nets, they recently traded Dorian Finney-Smith and Shake Milton to the Nets. They got D'Angelo Russell, Maxwell Lewis, and a few picks. They sent Dennis Schroeder to Golden State for a pick, and
Mm-hmm.
D'Anthony Melton, Reese Beekman. Um, Brooklyn didn't help themselves much.
I think Brooklyn just is over. I mean, I don't even. They made the big splash when they got James Harden, Kyrie, and Durant. That didn't work. They traded all three of them away. I mean, they just playing basketball. They not going to the playoffs. They ain't doing nothing. They got Ben Simmons. He should be doing a podcast with us. It's over.
I want to say Ben Simmons' contract is near the end or
Yeah,
at the end.
yeah, it is.
D'Angelo Russell's contract, this should be the end of it.
Yep.
Um, they've got 4 first-round picks in this year's coming draft. They're projected to have 60 million in cap space, so they can make some moves in the offseason.
Who
But
wants
they're
to
not.
go there? That's the problem. Like, who wants to go there?
I mean, honestly, once they free up some cap space, you probably get a couple of superstars to come, but they have to get the
Mhm.
draft right. Or they can include a couple of them draft picks in trades for stars.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, what's Bradley Beal doing?
He can go there and go for 40.
Go for it. That's all they need to do is mess up another trade.
I, the Nets suck.
They do. They do.
That's the bottom line.
And they are going to continue to suck for the rest of the season. I don't see them having any pieces that people really want. Maybe Cam Johnson, maybe Cam Thomas, but nobody's really going to reach out to them to say, "Hey, let us have this." Detroit, do you see them making any moves?
I do, because they are. This is the longest in the season. They're a 500 team right now. They are at 500. Cade Cunningham, congrats. He's an all-star, well deserved. Jalen Duren. They have some good pieces, man. They really do. Um, I think they got a lot of picks, and they're
Jalen
still young.
Duran and Cade Cunningham would be my 2 untouchables.
Yep.
But anybody else you want, make the call. Jay Navy, young guard, let him go.
Hey, he
Uh,
nice too.
yep. They got Marcus Sasser, backup point guard. He nice. Let him go to a point guard needy team. Tim Hardaway, trade his contract away.
Yeah. Boy, Tim Hardaway get passed around like never mind.
Like Josh Johnson, we'll just say Josh Johnson in
Never mind.
football.
Yeah,
We'll say
yeah,
Josh Johnson
yeah,
in football.
yeah. There you go.
Or $2 hoe.
Whew, Lord have mercy. I
Oh,
think Detroit needs a scorer, Bradley Beal. I think Detroit, that's what they need, another 20-point score. Someone that can put some more points on the board. Consistently, Bradley Beal.
they need some size.
Yes. They got Jalen Duren, and I think that's pretty much it.
That is pretty much it as far as size.
But hey, I'm gonna get I think they 25 and 25 or something like that. They trended in the right direction. That's big for them. I'm good. As a matter of fact, I think they're in the play-in right now, so that's good for Detroit. I like the direction that they're going in.
Mm. Got the Memphis Grizzlies. They were high on Jimmy Butler at one point. Jimmy said he doesn't want to go there. I guess he didn't want to go get robbed or get his car stolen. I mean, that's Memphis, dog.
You know what's killing Memphis? Memphis is the number 2 seed in the West, and they doing this with Ja Morant in and out of the lineup. This is impressive.
Yes, yes. The man that says that he's gonna stop dunking because he doesn't want to get injured immediately goes next game,
And
highlight dunk. Few games later,
yes,
the play is over. Dunks on Wemby.
and man, that was. I tell you what, Jaren Jackson is having a hell of a season.
When he is healthy, he can make that team go.
Yes,
This year he's been healthy. That team's been playing better, and a lot of it has to do with he's not playing center now. He's playing the 4,
yep.
but they got Zach Edey playing a lot of minutes at the center, which has really helped that team out.
A lot of people was down on Zach Edey They said he couldn't convert his game in college to the NBA. Now look at him. He's doing what he has to do to be great in his role for this team.
Not doing too much, just doing his part.
He doing his part. They pretty much call him the enforcer of the team. And he is a big ass dude. You're not finna come in there and just no. And it allows Jaren Jackson to roam free. Another thing about this Memphis team, Desmond Bain has become a facilitator, not just a shooter. He's really worked on his game. And Aldama, he's getting better.
Yes, he is.
Memphis got a good team. They're a
Uh,
dangerous team.
Marcus Smart he should be on the trade block right now.
Yeah.
He may be the piece that leaves, but I don't know. I don't know what they get for him. Real quick, Smeezy asked, "What is Pat Riley going to want in return for Jimmy Butler?" Right now, Pat Riley got to take what he can get.
Yeah. He has to.
He would be
Jimmy
smart.
Butler got to go before the trade deadline.
He would be smart to take an expiring contract or a semi mid level superstar that will sign an extension. But
Yeah.
he's gonna have to take whatever he can get.
I hate it. You're right. I don't hate it. I hate the way it ended. Let me say that.
Brandon Clark may be on his way out. John Carter, he could be on his way out.
Mm.
Luke Kennard, he could also be on his way out.
And I wish the Lakers would get him because we need some shooting.
Some shooting. Let Dalton cook.
I mean, he be iffy, but he can shoot.
Man.
When he hot, he hot.
Man, one thing they need to do is get Austin Reeves off the point. Because he's been playing a lot of minutes at the point. Need to put him back at two guard.
Man, we gonna get there.
Yeah. Lakers, we're gonna get to the Lakers in a minute. But we briefly talked about Miami. They about the only person that they're gonna move is Jimmy. Unless
Yep.
some other pieces need to be added in to make the trades work. But you can guarantee Bam, he's staying. Tyler Hero, he ain't going nowhere.
He's made off our team.
Nikola Jovic, he's their young power forward. He's not going anywhere. So you can cancel all those going anywhere. Anybody else, I think they're up for grabs. The Pelicans, we briefly spoke. I think everybody in that building need to be worried about getting traded.
Everyone, including the fat dude.
Zion. Hey, you know what? When people ask, who is your idol in basketball? Everybody will either say Jordan or LeBron. It's one or the other. You know who my idols are?
I wouldn't. Idol or GOAT?
My idols.
Because mine ain't Jordan or LeBron. But
My
go ahead.
idols are Joel Embiid and Zion Williamson.
Yeah, because they stealing money. Should be Kawhi Leonard too.
Golly. Ain't played shit. Played half the games of their career and got all the money.
Should be Kawhi. Add Kawhi Leonard in there too.
I wish I could go to work for 4 hours a day and get a full salary.
Hey, man, I'm telling you. I'm gonna rant about it later. I ain't gonna say nothing now, but we talking about the Pelicans, but they just suffered a horrendous because DeJounte Murray, he tore his Achilles. He's done. I can tell you now, he's out. They are looking to move Ingram. CJ McCollum has probably been their most consistent player this season.
I'd trade him to get some assets.
Yeah,
Start the complete
at this
rebuild.
point, Zion says all the right things, but I don't think Zion wants to be in New Orleans.
I don't think Zion wants to fucking play.
I was gonna get to that, but if he does, he don't want to be there. It's New Orleans, man. They got a mess on their hands, and it's bad because they got a talent. When you look at this team on paper, they have a lot of talent on this team, and they just can't get it together.
Yeah. Brandon Ingram is probably the most attractive piece that they've got, but he's been injured lately. Murray was going to stay regardless.
Mhm.
I don't think they were going to move him again. C.J. McCollum, they may possibly try to find a suitor for him, but it's time to go ahead and go to full rebuild mode.
Yep, it's over with.
We spoke briefly about the Phoenix Suns. Nurkic, he's pretty much out of there. Um, it had been rumored that he could go to the Clippers for PJ Tucker, but PJ Tucker just got traded to Utah.
Mhm.
There
He
was
may have to be bought out.
there was another team that was interested in Nurkic, but I can't think about it. It was a team over near the East Coast. Shit. hmm I can't remember. That old age kicking in. Uh,
Oh, yeah.
but it'll behoove
It was the
Phoenix.
Hawks,
It was who?
the Atlanta Hawks.
The Hawks are in on Brandon Ingram too,
Yeah.
with Jalen Johnson going out, which we'll get there in a second. Phoenix needs to find a team that Bradley Beal will waive his trade clause for. Reach out to them, beg them, get on their knees, do whatever they gotta do. $20 is $20, but they need to find somebody to take Bradley Beal so they can get the pieces they need.
Yep.
Sacramento Kings.
Hey, they threw me for a loop this week. I trading De'Aaron Fox. That threw me for a loop.
Well, he all year long he has not signed his contract extension, which he
Mm-hmm.
is up for one. He figured he would wait till the end of the season, and see what happens in free agency. But something's going on in Sacramento. I don't know if it's front office or what, but they got rid of Mike Brown.
That's
Uh,
what happened.
I think Doug Christie is the interim coach right now.
Mm-hmm.
Doug Christie's got him playing pretty decent.
He do. Firing Mike Brown pissed off a lot of people in that organization and around the NBA. And I think that has something to do with it.
So De'Aaron Fox, he wants to go to the Spurs. That is his prime destination if he was to go anywhere. The problem is,
that would be nice.
what do you get rid of to get him? I mean,
Chris
there
Paul.
are some pieces. Yes, Chris Paul would be a piece that I would say yes, go ahead. But the problem is Chris Paul's value is down because he's almost done with his career.
That's fine. You give him
They
some draft picks.
they want a young piece like Stefan Cassell.
That's fine.
No, that's not fine.
Bullshit. If you gonna give me De'Aaron Fox with Wemby, you can have him.
That's
Huh?
that is your young future, your young first round draft pick that you just got, which they probably gonna have to include him.
No.
But
Wemby is your young everything. You're going to win championships with Wemby.
you can win it with can win it with Stefan Cassell and Wemby the way Stefan Cassell is starting to step up and play.
He ain't De'Aaron Fox.
He's not De'Aaron Fox. You are correct.
And they also got Keldon Johnson as well.
Keldon Johnson would be the piece that I would try to move.
Yeah, if you can keep Stefan is it Castle or Castell?
Castle.
If you can keep him from UConn, right?
From UConn, yes.
Yeah. So if you can keep him and get rid of Castle or what's the dude that wear the colored hair? I forgot his last name.
Jeremy Sohan.
There you go. If you can get rid of one of them, okay. But Chris Paul got to go.
Okay, so Sohan's been playing the 4.
Mm-hmm.
If you get rid of Sohan, you don't have anybody else playing the 4. Castle's been playing between the 1 and the 2, but he's been starting at 2 lately. And I think Keldon Johnson's been coming off the bench. Keldon Johnson, let him go. Chris Paul, let him go. As a matter of fact, if they say they want Devin Vassell, let him go.
If you're going to give me De'Aaron Fox,
let him go.
I'm going to see how he do in this dunk contest, too.
Fox is in a dunk contest?
No, Stefan Castle.
Oh, yeah, he got some hops.
Yeah. Yeah, great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that he's just trash or nothing like that. I just want to see how Wemby does when he has a legit star. Like De'Aaron Fox is about to come into his prime. Wemby ain't even. I mean, you can say he's in his prime. He's 22 years old, man. He got 10, 12 years left of this, and we got to remember, Popovich ain't coaching him right now. He had a minor stroke or whatever he had. He got some health problems going on. So I want to see Wemby with a star. I want to see playoff Wemby. I want to see the Spurs, as much as I hate to say this, I want to see them back in them Tim Duncan days when they cost the Lakers 2 or 3 championships.
Speaking of Wemby, did you see his highlights last night?
No. No, what did he do?
Well, the ball was about to go kind of out of bounds or backcourt. He saved the ball, wrapped it around him to keep it in bounds, dribbled. The man came up on him. He launched the motherfucker and from 3-point range with the defender on him and banked the shot in.
Dude is an alien.
You know what? That is his logo, and he is an alien.
He is. I ain't seen nothing like him. I don't throw that. I don't say that lightly. I ain't never seen nothing like Wemby. I've never seen nothing like Wemby.
Mm-mm.
And you know, we talk about you want picks and spreads and props. You can play Wemby for 3 blocks every night, and I promise you, you're gonna hit it 80% of the time.
So the last time anybody ever talked about a big man the way they talk about Wemby, it was before Shaq. And you might not even know who I'm talking about because
Ralph
instead,
Sampson.
instead of going pro at the time, he had to stay in his country and play ball.
Arvydas Sabonis.
There you go. There you go. If
I
that
know
man,
a little bit.
hey, if that man had had a full career in the NBA, ain't
I
no telling
always
what would
hear.
happen.
I always hear about it.
As a matter of fact, I wish him and Drazen Petrovic had been on the same team.
Yeah, Drazen Petrovic. He passed away in a car wreck, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately. All right, we'll get off the Kings. They're gonna end up making some moves. I hate to say it, but they may end up tearing the team apart because that seems like a Sacramento type of thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta Hawks. Um, Trae Young hadn't been playing well lately. Jalen Johnson, he's out for the
You
season.
said Trae Young have or haven't?
He had in the past few games.
He sucked last time I seen him play. Let me say this: Trae Young should have been an All-Star. I don't know who you're gonna take off that team, but Trae Young should have been an All-Star. Trae Young is the most disrespected star, one of in the NBA. I'm saying that. I'm standing on that. I know you don't agree, but I'm standing on that, man. I don't like how they do Trae Young. I really don't.
Mm-mm. You lost your rabbit ass mind.
What you looking up?
So Trae Young, his last 5 games, 15, 21, 16, 18, 13. You supposed to be the star of the team. Your high the past 5 games should have been your minimum average for the past 5 games.
What he averaged?
I don't know what his average was for the
He
past 5
averaged
games.
22 points, 3 rebounds, and 11 assists. What did he have tonight?
They playing right now.
He got 23 points, 3 rebounds, 16 assists, and 2 steals.
It's about fucking time. Golly.
Now you playing now. Also, what we have to factor in when you talking about these games, they played Cleveland, who is the best team in the NBA as far as record wise. They played the Rockets, who got the number 3 seed and one of the best defensive teams. And they played the 10th. Well, he didn't play against Minnesota. And he played the Raptors back to back. And he had 18 points and 13 assists in the first game. He ain't been playing that bad.
So
And let me ask you this. Let me ask you this without looking. Matter of fact, close your eyes. I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you a legit question. Who is the number 2 option on the Atlanta Hawks?
right now,
Yes,
DeAndre Hunter.
and he comes off the bench.
No,
So
he's
your
starting
number,
now. He's starting now because
yeah,
Jalen Johnson's out.
because Jalen Johnson, he hurt his shoulder or something. He's out for the season.
Yep. Other than that, you got Dyson Daniels. He's up and down. He's not a true superstar or star in the making. But yeah, um, their number 1 pick. He's gonna have to play a little more now.
He's up and down.
And Hunter did come off the bench tonight because the rookie started.
He got 16. He's been doing better. He has been doing better. Now, what I will say about Trae Young, his 3-point shooting is struggling. He's struggling behind
Hold
that
on.
3-point line.
Speaking of better, I did bet on him. I think Rashashe.
Yeah, he got 16
Okay.
points.
Ooh, yeah.
Assists.
Yeah, I had him for over 15.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He's at 22 now.
Yeah.
I also had Miles Turner over 1.5 3-pointers made. He hit that. Jalen Green just started. I've got him for over 1.5 3-pointers made. And then Keegan Murray, that game starts at 7. I got him for over 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists.
The Nuggets game just started. I played Jokic for a triple-double.
I mean, shit, you got to at times.
Yeah. You have to.
All right, yeah, definitely look for Atlanta to try to get in on the Brandon Ingram sweepstakes, possibly Nurkic. I know they've been trying to move what's his name, Clint Capella.
Mm-hmm.
They've been wanting to move him. They've got a few pieces they can move, but we'll see.
They moved DeJounte Murray, so I guess that means they're gonna keep Trae Young because it was rumblings about them trading Trae Young, but that don't went away.
Well, both of their playing styles were similar. They both were point guards. Um, they tried to experiment and get Murray at the 2. That didn't work out. I think Dyson Daniels is actually working out a little bit better at the 2 than Murray was.
Mm-hmm.
Murray needs to be a 1.
I'll also say I'm proud of Trae Young. He's officially a part of Team Jordan now. Everybody on Team Jordan, although all the Jordans that come out now are ugly as hell, but I'm glad he's with Team Jordan now.
What you meant to say is all the Jordans that come out that you can get your hands on is ugly.
Nah, I'm gonna give you. Hey,
Man, there's some stuff coming out that's that fire that you can't get your hands on or
I'm gonna
can't
get my
afford
hands on them.
or can't afford. I can't afford half that shit.
You can afford it. I'm gonna get my hands on them. Believe me. Look, y'all don't know much about us. I am a sneaker head.
Speaking of,
That is me. I've been that way since I was a kid. I'm 41 years old and I ain't changing. If you don't like it, tell your mama.
speaking of Jordan, let's talk about the Chicago Bulls.
Hey man, you know what?
What's
I know we're supposed to be talking about what's going on currently, but something is bothering me.
Hit it.
What is up with Scottie Pippen hating on Michael Jordan like this, man?
Hey man, look.
This got to stop.
Okay, first of all, something's wrong with Scottie Pippen.
It's got to be, man.
Well, first of all, I could tell you, I knew something was wrong with Scottie Pippen when he bought an airplane because it was at a good price, and come to find out it didn't have no engine in it. That told me all I needed to know.
Scottie Pippen, he may be bitter about what Mike said about him at the Last Dance, which
But did Mike lie?
No.
No.
But at the same time, I understand it. Scotty, bro,
Know your role.
you was the greatest with Mike. Mike didn't win nothing without you. I understand that. He didn't win before you came. He didn't win after you came. Y'all was a combo.
Yep. Neither
And
was
as
gonna
a
do it without the other.
childhood, I know MJ is my GOAT. They can say whatever they want about LeBron, Kobe, whoever they want to talk about. MJ is my GOAT. But I know we are never going to forget what you done for him and organization. And Mike ain't never gonna forget it. He know.
You know what? I'm gonna be the one to say it. Scottie Pippen's problem is he has to wake up every morning, look in the mirror, and say to himself, "My old teammate's son is fucking my ex-wife."
That
There you
too.
have it. There you have it. There you have it.
It's a lot that come with it. But I promise you, we are never gonna forget the name Scottie Pippen.
No, you can't.
Y'all was a dynasty, bro. Y'all was together. And just coming from that era of basketball, it pains me to see the greatest duo of their time, like they really don't fuck with each other.
They don't.
And I hate that. Because I'm sure they won their last one and what they 95. If they win, no, next year it'll be the 30-year reunion of the first three-peat. They may want to do something at the stadium or something, and it's just not. It's tough to see, man. I hate to see it. I really do.
Well, I mean, people find reasons to hate Jordan. I mean, look, Jordan and Isaiah Thomas don't get along.
Nah, they don't. And I ain't even. And I believe MJ was my GOAT on the court. I ain't saying everything he did off the court. I get it. He had his own demons and he did what he did. I'm talking strictly on the basketball court. But he's my GOAT. I don't have that off factor for anybody. Not even Kobe. And I always wanted to see Kobe play. He's the closest one that ever came to MJ for me, as far as that off factor. I wanted Jordan's shoes. If he came on TV, I didn't want to do shit. I want to see Michael Jordan play basketball.
When you were in the backyard playing basketball and you threw up a shot, before people were saying Kobe, people were saying Jordan.
They were saying Jordan.
Jordan.
That's it. Everybody wanted to be like Mike.
Yep, I like to be like Mike.
And
I want to
for
be
that,
like.
he is my forever GOAT. Magic and Kobe, they are my two favorite players all time, but MJ is my GOAT. That ain't changing. If LeBron is your GOAT, I don't have no problem with that. That just ain't my cup of tea.
Yeah.
He one of the greatest players I've ever seen. And I will say this about us MJ people and whoever that you like, we are going to miss when LeBron leaves this game.
Since you talking about your GOAT, yeah, Michael Jordan is my GOAT. My two favorite players was Allen Iverson and Tracy McGrady.
And I never and hey, if Tracy McGrady didn't ever get hurt, shit, he Tracy McGrady was a fucking killer.
Number 3 was Penny Hardaway.
If he never got hurt, Grant Hill. AI was a killer. He just never had the team around him to do what he wanted to do. But he single-handedly won Game 1 in the NBA Finals because they couldn't do nothing with him.
Nothing at all.
Kobe always said that the league was saved because Allen Iverson wasn't 6'6". Because nobody could stop Allen. If you ain't never seen it, man, Allen Iverson could not be stopped.
I mean, look at who he had in Philly with him at that time. Eric Snow and Aaron Mackey.
Aaron McKee, Eric Snow, Todd McCullough. He eventually got Dikembe, and once he got Dikembe, he went to the finals.
They didn't put nobody around that kid.
They never put nothing around him, and he still took him to the final.
Man. All right, Dallas Mavericks, do they make a move?
They need to find new trainers because all their players keep getting hurt. They just went to the finals last year. I like Lively. I like Gafford. Kyrie, he getting on up in age. He's playing through a back injury or something. Luka's been out. Luka got to keep his ass in shape too. Luka's out. I like Klay Thompson. I like Maxi Cleaver. I don't know if they really need to make a move, but they need to get healthy.
I agree. I think if they are healthy, they can make a run, but they need everybody back.
Yeah.
Pretty much they've got everybody that they had last year, except they added Klay Thompson, which is the shooting they needed.
Yep.
He just does not need to be the starter. He needs to be that spark off the bench or shooting in certain situations. But yeah, if they get healthy, they can make another run at it.
Luka should be coming back soon.
I hope so. I need to make some triple double bets, and he's one of them.
Exactly. Yeah, he fucking up mine too. You right.
Indiana Pacers.
Indiana went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. They beat the Knicks, right?
Yes.
I think they overachieved last year. I think they gelled and they overachieved. I think Halliburton had a career year. He went to the Olympics. He didn't play. People talk about Jason Tatum not playing in the Olympics. I don't know if Tyrese Halliburton ever got in a game.
He got in the game, but about the same as Tatum. He didn't really play much.
They have, honestly, they almost like a OKC team, but they don't put it together correctly. They got a lot of young, athletic people. Like Miles Turner, they got Naismith, they got Nembhard, they got Halliburton, they got Obi Toppin. I think they may move Obi Toppin.
Obi Toppin's over $45 million over the next 3 years.
But it's like they can't. I don't know what they did last year, but they're not doing it this year, and they struggle.
You know who they remind me of?
Who?
The old Phoenix Suns.
Before KD got there? Oh, you talking about with Steve Nash and all that?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Back when they were doing a lot of running up and down the court, a lot of scoring and no defense.
And that's what they're doing. And it's weird because Miles Turner is supposed to be a defensive stopper, right?
Miles Turner is supposed to be somewhat of a defensive stopper, but he's a 5 by trade, but he needs to be playing the 4.
Yes.
If they had a legitimate 5, he should move to the 4. I mean, he's got perimeter shooting. That's not a question. But a big man will handle him down there.
He too little, too light in the ass.
Obi Toppin, he's owed a little bit of money, and he's not starting caliber. Benedict Mathurin. If he stays healthy, he's young. He's been playing pretty good.
They may have to trade some of them.
I think Obi Toppin could be on the trade block. Hell, T.J. McConnell could be on the trade block.
T.J. McConnell played great in the playoffs last year.
I would trade Pascal Siakam.
I forgot he was on the team.
Exactly. I mean, he doesn't play any defense. They need some rebounding.
He was on the team.
They need some rebounding. I would keep Miles Turner and I would get rid of Siakam.
Keep Miles Turner, keep Tyrese Halliburton, trade anybody else.
No, Benedict Mathurin, he stays.
Mathurin stays over Nembhard.
Yeah, over Nembhard. Nembhard might be an attractive trade piece right now. He's playing above his ability right now. So,
I'm with it.
Yeah. The Golden State Warriors.
This is interesting.
Of course, they got Schroeder. Gary Payton could be on the move. Kevon Looney could be on the move. The person who really should be on the move is what's the forward's name?
Kuminga. I'm gonna tell you why this is interesting. I agree, but I disagree. I need them to come to some kind of final conclusion on Kuminga and Moody. It's like they keep dangling them out there. We gonna trade them. Then Kuminga go for 20 in 3 straight games. We not trading them. Moody will come off the bench. He'll have a good game. We can't trade him. That's our future. You're gonna have to make a decision.
It's
You're gonna
like
have to live with that decision.
it's like once they decide, yeah, let's go and put them on trade block. It's like they put them out there to audition for the trade, and then it's like, damn,
Yeah.
they doing it now. They do that all the time, and then they pull it back.
Yes.
I agree. Make up your damn mind.
Make up your mind. At some point, and I'm gonna say this, it may be a hot take. That Dynasty Warriors team is done.
Oh yeah,
I don't think y'all winning no more championships unless you go out and get a superstar, which I know y'all are talking about doing that. Unless you go out and get another superstar or a young all-star to put with Steph, Steph can't carry this team to a chip.
he's not a superstar, but Nurkic might be an option for him.
He may be. I like Nurkic. It seems right now, Draymond Green, he's sane. He's level-headed right now.
He ain't punched nobody or choked nobody lately.
He ain't
So
punched nobody, and I think he been out with an injury also. That may be why.
he has been.
Make a final decision on what you're going to do with Kuminga and Moody. If you're going to move Peyton Jr., if you're going to move Looney, if you're going to get a star, you already said you're skeptical on Jimmy Butler, how he would fit that offense and how he would fit the team. But as far if none of that happens, they just a play-in team that's going to lose in the first round.
Kuminga would have to be involved in any pretty much any trade because although Steph Curry, he's one of the greatest. He's on the tail end of his career, and not a lot of teams are going to take that contract.
Oh, Andrew Wiggins, that's another piece they got that.
Yep.
He may draw some interest.
He's been playing pretty well.
Yeah.
He still's not playing like a number one draft pick. Never has, never will.
No. He had that one season where he played like an all-star. He made the all-star team. Matter of fact, I think he was a starter and he got that big contract, if I ain't mistaken. And that was it.
Yep. He's athletically gifted, but he's not a superstar basketball player.
Mm-mm.
Your team, the Los Angeles Lakers.
Here's another team, man, that they good but not great. And I think that's what's killing them. They're not middle of the pack. They're a little bit above middle of the pack. I think they are the 4 or 5 seed. They may be 5 because they're not above Denver. They're not above Memphis, Houston, and OKC. So they may be the 5 seed, but they can't beat none of those teams. So they're a decent team. But Anthony Davis recently came out and said he needs a 5 because he wants to play the 4, and they're like 2 pieces away from being where they need to be.
He plays his best basketball when he's at the 4.
Yes, he does. But his ass has got to stay healthy. He was having now. He had a hell of a season last year. For the most part, he's been healthy this year, and then he got hurt.
So this name keeps coming up. Nurkic might be an option.
Maybe I've heard Valanciunas also for them.
That would make more sense. They need an enforcer for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, Valanciunas. Hell, maybe even Clint Capella.
I would like that. I know it ain't gonna happen, but if they could get Lopez away from the Bucks, but I don't think he's up to trade.
That is not gonna happen.
But it would be nice.
That one's not gonna happen. Hell, if the Pacers go into sell mode, go for Miles Turner.
Miles Turner.
Yep. I think Rui Hachimura, he's out. He's gonna be out.
I would call just because I'm the Lakers. Hot take. I'm telling you now. I would call Philadelphia and I would ask them, what do you want for Joel Embiid? Just to ask.
Lee.
Just to ask. If I can keep LeBron and Anthony Davis, what on my team would you want for Joel Embiid? Just make the phone call, just ask.
So I mean, you got a few contracts that you'd have to get rid of to make that work. Which one of those would be Rui Hachimura because he just signed a contract extension.
Had to be Reeves.
Austin Reeves would have to go.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to get rid of Gabe Vincent, which nobody wants Gabe Vincent.
Nah, he stole money.
He stole money. Shit, and damn near your next 5 drafts.
If they say that, I would take those 3 contracts and 3 first-round draft picks. Would you trade? Would you do it?
Hell yeah.
You would have Embiid, AD, and LeBron as your front court.
As a matter of fact, I bring Bronny James in to start at the point.
No, hell no. You know what's crazy? I mean, I won a bet off Bronny James. He has his own prop bets. They was blowing out the Wizards, and I won a Bronny James bet. I bet him to get 5 points, and he got 5 points, and it was like plus 400 something.
I've only bet on him that very first game.
Are wonderful.
I bet on him to not get anything his very first game.
He ain't get nothing, did he?
Nothing. That's the only game I bet on him.
Yeah. If you're not one of those people that like to research like T, and you want to win NBA, live betting in NBA would be your best bet.
You know, my problem with researching is I will fall asleep at night researching, and I'll dream about the shit that I'm researching, and I get up in the morning and put in bets.
I mean, we talk about this all the time, man. Like we literally talking about these teams right now, and we have our notes, but we really ain't paying no attention because we actually know the sport.
Half the shit, the notes are just a talking point, and half the talking points we ain't hit because we get to talking about other shit that is involved in it. But
yeah, like we actually watch the sport. Like I actually watch basketball. Like my big hit because I actually know the matchups. I know what should happen. That don't mean that it's going to happen because this is a different NBA. But it should. Are you trying to show us your hat?
No. I was reading something on my phone. My bad. Oh, no. I just got an alert that I need to re-up on my NBA TV. I need to pay the bill.
This man Jokic got 9 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists, and the first quarter ain't even over with. Come on,
And you
man.
put him in for a triple double, right?
I did.
Good. New York Knicks. I don't think they make any moves.
They need Mitchell Robinson to get healthy. The end.
They no. One more thing they need. They need Thibodeau to spread those minutes out.
Okay, you are absolutely right. Because they're going to be tired as hell. I know they damn near feel like slavery over there.
They do.
I will say, getting Cat has been a hell of a move.
Yep.
He been playing like an MVP.
Yep. You gotta. I'm not saying load manage. I'm not saying rest your stars, but you got to get other people involved in the rotation because when you go deep in the playoffs, you're gonna need them to know what the hell is going on. You're gonna need the stars' legs to be fresh, and if you get a star in foul trouble, you need to know that the person coming in for him is gonna be able to do their job.
Yep.
So
they got a title contending team in New York.
Yeah, I think they stay pat. They do have an open roster spot, but they can't sign anybody till March 1st. So I will look for them to find one of those vets that's on the street, or one of those vets that gets a buyout.
That's why PJ Tucker.
Hey, that's a possibility.
I don't think he want to play in Utah. I think that's just a contract dump. They're gonna buy him out.
Utah does not fit his personality.
Nope.
That is Mormon country where you own your P's and Q's. Let's just say Ron Artest could not have played in Utah.
Hell no.
Orlando. They need to do something.
They gonna have to. They got worse when all their stars came back. That's weird. Ever since Bankero came back and Wagner came back, they've been struggling. They was doing okay without them. Now they struggling with them. So
All
they
right,
need
so
to make a move.
you've got a log jam at point guard. You got Jalen Suggs, you got Cole Anthony, and you got Anthony Black.
Mhm.
I say see what you can get for Cole Anthony.
Yeah, he got it. Yeah, he got to go.
See what
He's
you can
been
get.
playing better, and right now you can dump him and get something for his potential that he's been playing.
See what you can get for Jonathan Isaac. His contract's only partially guaranteed after this year, but as you may know, he's been out the past couple of years with the injury. But this is his first year really playing in over 2 years, and he's playing okay,
Mhm.
but he may need a fresh start. You got Wendell Carter and you got Gogo Batadze at center. The way Gogo Batadze's been playing when he's starting, I would see what the hell I get for him.
It's hard to get rid of size, but
It is.
he
I
been
mean that's
playing. He
that,
has
that
been playing well.
that's the problem in Dallas. You got two big men that either one of them can start, but you don't want to get rid of neither one of them.
Yep. I mean, I guess you could get rid of Batate. How you say that? Batate?
Batadze. Yep.
I mean, you got Mo Wagner. You got Wendell Carter Jr.
I mean, you know what you're getting out of Carter. Batadze's probably been playing good because he's been thrown into the limelight. Nobody's really figured him out. So
Mhm.
while he's got the hot hand, trade him.
Yeah.
It might bite you in the ass in the end, but if you get the right pieces, go on and do it.
Yeah, they got a decent little roster.
They got Gary Harris. They could trade him
Yeah,
if
they
they
got a
find a
decent
suitor.
little roster.
Portland Trailblazers, blow that bitch up.
Break up or make up.
Break it up. The only people,
Chauncey Billups.
okay, the only people that they should be keeping is Shaden Sharp, Donovan Clingan, um, Denny Avija, Scoot Henderson. They need to go on and let Anthony Simons go.
You don't keep DeAndre Ayton?
Nope, nope, do not. That contract he's got for what he's been doing, no,
I mean,
no.
he been playing decent.
He don't play no defense.
Yeah, that's true. But it's the NBA. Who does? You foul out if you play defense.
Jeremy Grant, out of there.
He's overpaid.
He's overpaid. I think he's either got 1 or 2 years left on his contract. Find a suitor, get him out of there. Get somebody else in there. Hell, you
But
might
I
even keep
think I would keep Ayton, Klingon, and Shaden Sharp. I think everybody else can go.
Avija. Avija's been their best player lately.
I know that's why you get rid of him, just in case he stopped being your best player lately.
No sir, no sir. When he came out when he got out of Washington and came there,
He's a hooper. I get it.
yeah.
I watched him play the other day.
I might even try to find a suitor for Tumani Kamara. He been balling.
If you can get somebody, he's playing up to not all-star potential, but he's playing up to good level potential. If you could trade him and get something that you know is going to play at that level, I would trade him.
Robert Williams III, he's out for the season, so you can't trade him. But as soon as he comes back, out of there.
Yeah.
You got Matisse Thybulle. Trade
There
him.
you go.
But you got some young pieces that could help somebody that aren't really helping you because it causes a logjam in the development of your players that you are going to have as your core for the next few years.
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of them.
What you think about Scoot Henderson?
Logjam with Anthony Simons. He's not getting the opportunity to actually develop. He's been hurt a little bit, but I mean, I wouldn't give up on him yet. I think Anthony Simons and his contract needs to go. That would be me. If it was my team, I'd keep Scooting. I'd get rid of Anthony Simons.
Do you keep Chauncey Billups as the head coach?
That's a tough one.
It's tough. It's tough for me because I like Chauncey Billups.
That's a tough one.
Now, if he do leave and he get another head coaching job, I'd be okay with it. I don't want him to get fired. I just want him to leave.
Well, the main problem is he hasn't had a lot to work with.
And he thought that he was coming at a Coach Dane.
Yep. That didn't happen. Man, they need to develop their young core. But they're gonna have to get rid of a few of those pieces for that to happen. All right, San Antonio Spurs.
Go get De'Aaron Fox.
Go get De'Aaron Fox. There it is. That's it. What do you have to get rid of to get rid of De'Aaron Fox? Do it. And honestly, they could be in play for Brandon Ingram.
Get him too.
It's possible. One proposed trade was Keldon Johnson, Zach Collins, and 2 second-rounders for Brandon Ingram and Daniel Tice.
That's fine. Just make sure De'Aaron Fox on that plane with you.
Hey, boy. Hey, if they get Brandon Ingram healthy and have De'Aaron Fox with Wemby, yeah, they can make a run.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Boston Celtics. Do they make a move?
Nothing. Porzingis, stay healthy. Other than that, nothing.
Yeah. They are $65.6 million in the tax penalty.
That's what's gonna kill them.
They are over second apron.
They're gonna have to make a choice here soon.
Man. Tatum signed that super max contract, so that's not tradable. Jaylen Brown, he signed the year before. That's not tradable.
They're gonna have to make a decision between Derrick White and Drew Holiday.
Porzingis was already on a high contract when he came in.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, he needs to stay healthy. Man,
Derrick White or Drew Holiday?
I think they stay pat, run this season out to see if they can run it back.
Yeah.
If they don't,
nothing. I'm talking about after the season is over.
If they don't run it back, then Derrick White and Giroux is out.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that one happening. Cleveland Cavaliers.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Stay healthy.
Stay healthy.
Kenny Atkinson, Coach of the Year.
So before the season started, I just knew that either Donovan Mitchell or Darius Garland was out of there. Because last year during the playoffs, it looked like they didn't get along. Looked like they didn't play. But it's a totally different ship this year.
You know why?
Because the coach is getting both of them involved.
Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell had a conversation in the offseason. And Donovan Mitchell told Darius Garland that he was going to do whatever he had to do for this team to win. And they gelled, and you can see it on the court.
Yep.
And sometimes when you put these teams together, sometimes somebody has to be the Dwayne Wade and the Donovan Mitchell and
Scottie Pippen.
And the Scottie Pippen. And you got to put your ego to the side and do what's best for the team. Now, a lot of people forget when LeBron went to Miami, Dwayne Wade, he had to sacrifice. And Donovan Mitchell is sacrificing. Darius Garland is an all-star this season, as well as Donovan Mitchell. So they're thriving. Evan Mobley is an all-star this season. So they have a hell of a team. Boston, they're going to have to fight. They're going to have to fight this season to get back.
So about the only thing that I could see them doing if they were to get rid of anybody would be Jared Allen, which I don't see them doing. Mm-mm. So don't sit here and say that I'm saying it. But they would have to move Evan Mobley to the 5 if they did that.
Yeah, no. Keep it how it is.
Yep. Keep it how it is, make that run. Los Angeles Clippers.
Norman Powell should have been an all-star.
Oh, he got snubbed.
He is not an all-star. But James Harden is an all-star.
Norman Powell got snubbed. The way Norman Powell has been playing this year is all-star worthy.
I don't know what the hell you got to do to get Kawhi Leonard off this roster, but do it tomorrow.
Hey man, stealing money.
It's over. It's over. That project didn't work.
Stealing money.
PG is gone. Kawhi, he may have about 5 more games, and he's gonna sit out the next 30. It's over.
Stealing money.
Zubac has been playing out his mind. Norman Powell is a legit star. Build around them. If you're gonna keep James Harden, I mean he's an all-star, so you keep
Zubac
James
signed an
Harden.
extension.
Huh?
Zubac signed an extension, so he can't be moved.
No, I'm saying keep Zubac and keep Norman Powell.
Yep.
Kawhi ass can hit the dough.
Yeah.
But good luck finding somebody that's gonna take that on.
Yeah. It's gonna be tough. Charlotte Hornets. They just traded for Josh Okogie. They sent Nick Richards to the Suns. I think that was beneficial for both, for the simple fact that Mark Williams is now the starter over Nick Richards in Charlotte. So it gives Mark a chance to develop. Nick needed a fresh start. Unfortunately, they just lost
Brandon Miller.
Brandon Miller. They just lost him. LaMelo's in and out of the lineup with injuries. Miles Bridges, he signed, I believe, a 1-year contract this past year to come back. So he may be a trade piece if they want to move some things, but I honestly don't see them making a whole lot of moves.
Nope.
Because they're not going to go to the playoffs. If they were in the play-in, they're not going to play their way in. All you do is develop your young core right now.
That's all you can do. And they got a good one. LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, I like that.
I mean, possibly move Miles Bridges to a contender that needs some more help. But make sure you get some young pieces of draft capital for him.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say about Charlotte.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, one potential trade that was proposed was send Miles Bridges to Milwaukee for
Middleton.
For Middleton and a top 5 protected pick.
I would take it. Charlotte is Charlotte. They've always been that way.
Yep. People want to say Jordan ran the team in the ground. We'll see. Toronto Raptors, man. Golly.
Same with this team. I forget they exist sometimes. I love me some Scotty Barnes, though. I will say that.
And Grady. I like Grady. Grady's all right player. Grady.
What's his last name?
Grady is his name. Grady is his name. That's what we're going to call him. We're going to call him Grady.
He a hooper. I give you that. He's a hooper.
Emmanuel Quickly, that was a good pickup for them.
RJ Barrett.
Man, he is so.
Yes, he.
Jakob Poeltl, he's been decent in the middle for him.
They kind of like the Hornets for me. That's all I got for you. I mean, Toronto, you got a decent team. The best rapper in your city, he got destroyed by Kendrick Lamar.
Buster.
You're just going through it right now. But you got a championship. Kawhi got you a ring. All the Warriors players was hurt, but you got you a ring.
You know what's fucked up? I forget that the Toronto Raptors even won a championship.
I mean, most people do. They're probably the most who cares team in the NBA. Seriously.
Other than Scotty Barnes, I think you got to keep quickly because of the contract that he just signed. Other than
Mhm.
that, clean house.
It's time. It's
Speaking
time.
of speaking of time, Utah Jazz.
I mean, we really don't even have to talk. Why are we even talking about these things?
Man, because it's part of the NBA. Utah
Art
Jazz.
Martin should have took his ass to Golden State.
He should have. But they resign. They won't let him go anywhere. I guess they want to build around him. John Collins needs to go.
Yes.
Walker Kessler needs to stay.
Yes.
Colin Sexton needs a fresh start because he's got star potential, but he's stuck on that team being nothing because of the other players. Yeah,
Clarkson.
yeah. Huh?
Jordan Clarkson.
Jordan Clarkson, trade him.
Don't they have Talon Horton Tucker on that team still from
Taylor
the
Horton
Lakers?
Tucker, yeah.
And he don't get no play.
Hell, he sucked on the Lakers.
But they was making such a big deal about him that they didn't
No,
want to trade him.
they were making a big deal about him because of LeBron. He signed with LeBron's.
Clutch.
Yeah, he signed with them.
He's
So
still
they,
in money.
yeah, stealing money. Washington motherfucking Wizards.
For what are we talking about this shit here?
We talking about all of them.
Trade Kyle Kuzma to a team where he can show his potential. Kyle Kuzma is a good player.
What potential?
Kyle Kuzma is a good player. We're not finna act like Kyle Kuzma on a team that's going to take him seriously is not a good player.
Hold
He
on,
played for the Wizards.
let me channel my inner Bubba Dub. Trash.
Hell no. Kyle Kuzma is a good player.
He trash.
He's on a bullshit team that does not want to win NBA games.
Well,
He
that's what
wants
happens.
to leave.
That's what happens when you're on a team with Jordan Poole.
That's true. He wants to leave. He wants to go somewhere where he has at least a chance to win. I don't blame him. This team is a joke.
Valanciunas, he needs to go where he can win. He deserves it.
Yes.
They got a young core with Bilal Coulibaly,
They got Alexander Sarr.
Alexander Sarr. He's been hurt lately,
Mm-hmm.
but they got a couple of good young pieces to start building around, develop their talent, blow it up otherwise.
I see in these notes you got Kyle Kuzma going to Milwaukee. I guarantee you'll understand Kyle Kuzma is a good player.
I ain't saying he ain't a good player, but lately he's been trash.
Kyle Kuzma been good lately.
Lately he's been trash.
I'm finna look, because I done bet on Kyle Kuzma. You hating.
How many bets you done won? Because every time I bet on him, I lose.
Hey, I've been on a heater lately. But anyway.
Denver Nuggets. Do they make a move?
They keep saying they're going to trade Michael Porter Jr. That's all I keep hearing. They're going to trade Michael Porter Jr.
I mean, they hadn't been definitive on it either. They're kind of like the Golden State Warriors right now. They'll say it, and then he'll play good, and then they act like they don't want to.
They pull the rope. They re-signed Aaron Gordon. I know one damn player in the NBA that ain't going nowhere, and that's number 15 for Denver.
Yeah.
He ain't going no damn well.
Nowhere till he retire.
Now, anybody else, and I will say they did a hell of a job. I know he got hurt the other night. I think he hurt his hamstring or something. Russell Westbrook has been playing Russ Westbrook basketball.
Yes.
I liked it.
Yes. People tried to say earlier in the year that was a bad move on Denver's part by signing Russell Westbrook, and people are having to eat crow right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you how good Russell Westbrook been playing. That week or two that him and Jokic was getting triple doubles together, and people was playing it like me and winning money off of it. You can no longer bet Jokic and Westbrook for a triple double at the same time. So that should tell you what they got going on over there. Denver, don't get it twisted. Denver's still a dangerous team. They may not be looking like they did when they won the championship, but they got number 15. And if Murray gets hot and Porter gets hot, this is still a dangerous basketball team. But as far as making moves, if you're going to trade Porter Jr., go ahead and make the move. If you're not, take him off the market, run this season out, and revisit it in the offseason.
I mean, depending on what they can get, I could actually see Porter and Gordon, either one of those guys being moved.
I mean, I could see it, but if you think you have a legit shot of winning the NBA championship this year, just run it out. See,
Yeah,
see what you get.
it would definitely depend on what you get in return. If you get some serviceable pieces that are gonna be equal to or better, then
Mhm.
yeah, do it. Milwaukee Bucks, they're gonna have to get rid of Chris Middleton. I hate to say
It's
it
time.
because Chris has been a great player for that organization for his whole career. You never hear anything bad about him in the media, but that contract that he
It's
has,
time. It's time. It's
yep,
okay. Hey, Clay left Golden State. It's time.
yep.
Bobby Porter's too. I've seen some rumblings about Bobby Porter's being moved, and he's like the heart of the team. But we'll see.
Definitely we'll see. Minnesota Timberwolves,
Losing Cat killed them.
they did.
Julius Randle is serviceable, but he ain't Cat, and DiVincenzo ain't really been giving them nothing.
And Rudy Gobert is not doing. I mean, he's still playing defense, but you're not getting that cat offense.
No, you're not doing that at all. He don't even have it.
Uh,
Um,
I see Randall being moved though.
I can see him being moved. I can see DiVincenzo being moved. You still got Nas Reed. You still got Ant-Man. You still got is it Jaden McDaniels?
Jade McDaniel, yep.
He's a young piece. I think those three you keep. Rudy Gobert, you keep for now. Anybody else, whatever. Mike Conley, he 53 years old.
Time to go.
It's time to go.
Let trade him and let Rob Dillingham start developing.
Yeah.
DiVincenzo, he could run the point a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's time. Yeah, it must sound like you. Uh, Philadelphia 76ers.
Trade Joel Embiid.
Man, get him
It's
gone.
time. The process is done. It's over.
I
Tyrese
mean,
Maxey is your present and your future.
build around Maxi right now.
It's time.
You're not gonna make a serious run for the playoffs. I mean,
Mm-mm.
what through the playoffs? Kelly Oubre, Andre Drummond, um, Ubaselli has been
He
playing
been
well.
playing real good. Yeah.
All can be free agents at the end of the season. See what you can
Yep.
get for them. Get some kind of capital.
It's
If you
time, man.
if you can trade for Joel Embiid, buy.
It's time.
Like you
And
said, the
I and I
process is
and I
over.
honestly think Philadelphia has grown tired of Joel Embiid.
Oh yeah, everybody has. Now these last two teams that we're gonna talk about, we ain't really got to talk about them because for the simple fact, you don't move anybody really.
No,
I mean,
nobody.
Houston, maybe Jay Sean Tate, maybe Tari Eason, but Tari Eason's been one of the people they said they wouldn't move. So you really don't have. They've been playing so well lately. They've knocked off like 5 or 6 teams that are 30-win teams.
I got one problem with Houston,
What's that?
and it's not a trade or anything. I just need Jalen Green to be consistent. You can't go for 34 today, 25 tomorrow, and then go for 11, 9, and then go for 46. You got to be consistent. And he has it to be consistent. I really think he's a good player. But that damn Alperen Sengun, that's my guy. I like him.
Man, consistency. Yes.
I like him. I
You
really
got him
do.
at the 5. You got Jabari Smith at the 4.
He hurt
Uh,
right now.
Cam Whitmore's been playing the 3.
Mm-hmm. Dylan
Um,
Brooks.
Dylan Brooks been playing the 3.
You got Van Vliet playing the PG.
Yep. Hey, you know what? This team is so good right now that they got Reed Shepard in the G League lighting it up.
From Kentucky, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
he is in G League lighting it up. They literally might have to find a roster spot for him when his two-way contract is up. So somebody could be on the way out the door. Which for me, it would be Jay Sean Tate or Jake Landale, Jake Landale.
I love this team.
They
I
they they're young.
almost like them more than this last team, but I can't because
Hold on, I'll be right back.
this last team has everything that they need. If I know T, he's about to put on a fucking. I ain't even get it out. I knew it.
What's
I
up?
knew he was finna put that OKC hat on.
What's up? Holla at me.
Hey man, it's your team.
We
They,
don't move
you know what?
nobody.
This probably in the history of NBA is the team best set I've ever seen in my life. They have a young core with a bunch of young stars, a superstar that they stole from the Clippers that's probably gonna win MVP. And they got so many damn draft picks, they can go get anybody that they want if they want.
For the next 7 years, we got 13 first rounders, 16 second rounders.
Insane.
It is.
And you picked up Hardenstein, you picked up Caruso. Let me tell you something, man. This Isaiah Joe dude, he a hooper.
Yeah, shooter.
He is a hooper, dude. You got Dort, you got Jalen Williams. SGA is just his mid game is something that you just cannot fuck with. It is automatic. That's an automatic 30 a game. You can't do nothing with it. And you know what's bad? They don't
Chet
even
been out
have
all
Chet
year.
Holmgren yet.
He been out all year.
He been out all year.
We just got the other Jalen Williams back.
Yeah, I forgot about him.
Yeah, we got two Jalen Williams, one with a wide, one without. Oh, Caruso signed an extension. I think Joe signed an extension last year. Aaron Wiggins is the weak one out of the group, but he plays serviceable when he's in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we got shit. We got players that don't play that could be probably in the rotation on other teams.
And they are a legit team.
Just need to stay healthy.
When they do post game interviews, they
They be
do
having
it
fun.
as a team.
Yes.
This is a tight knit team, and that's why they're going to be a tough out. They have the makings to be a dynasty. Honestly, I know they haven't won anything. I'm not giving them nothing. I'm just the way they are built with this young nucleus of teams. And Sam Presti is a hell of a GM, by the way.
He when he came in, he started moving assets, obtaining assets, and it has worked.
Just in case y'all don't know, Sam Presti was the guy that drafted KD, James Harden, and Russell Westbrook. So he done been around this block before. He know what he doing.
Hmm. Well, we got through all the teams. It wasn't that bad.
Nah, it wasn't that bad.
So I see us doing a show either Saturday or Sunday on the Super Bowl, and then the following week, we'll try to get in a All-Star game show.
That's gonna be a vent session for me. I'm telling y'all now.
Mm,
I'm
mm.
I'm I'm serious to you. Like I'm. It's gonna have to be a cooler talk for me, and I'm gonna need the whole cooler thrown on me because I'm mad about this All Star shit, man. I'm mad.
Wimby's out tonight.
Nah, hell, I ain't bet. I didn't bet much tonight. I did do a lot though. I bet Jokic, Sabonis, and maybe Sengun to get triple doubles on a parlay. It probably ain't gonna hit, but I played it anyway. Uh, We got 15 minutes before the Lakers Knicks game come on. That is a good game to bet on. But AD is out. So I think the safe play would be to bet Cat for a double-double. I think he gets that. The Lakers' perimeter defense is awful. You can bet Jalen Brunson to get 25. I think you would be okay with that. LeBron, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. I think you'd be okay in that area too. I think the Knicks finna kill the Lakers though.
They might. We'll see.
I'm finna play Call of Duty.
You know what? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna get somebody, then I'll be on there.
We appreciate y'all joining in, man. As always, this was the NBA preview show. Once again, join our winnable Magic's bets. Mike B bets 615 Parlay Slayer. We on all social media. Check our link trees. We are here. VIP access up. We are around. If you have questions about bets, parlays, anything.
As a matter of fact, follow us on all of our socials. If you have a question that you want covered on the show, feel free to ask there.
Yeah.
If you have a random question sports wise that you just want to ask on our socials. Bring up our interaction.
Mhm.
Other people might have the same question as you and might be afraid to ask. I know some of y'all know us personally, but ask us there. We'll answer.
Bring us more people, and we can bring y'all more content.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yes.
Other than that, we appreciate y'all, and we will catch y'all next week.
A miss.